welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. I know that I said I was going to do a deep dive on the Keys Soul Care makeup line, but I feel like I had to stop and make this video instead because I just made my first order ever with Sculpt New York, and I wouldn't normally stop the order of my videos like that. However, I did a few swatches of these products and I fell immediately in love and felt like I had to talk about it and do a full face with you guys. So Sculpt New York is a small indie brand, and reading directly off of their About Me on the website, Sculpt New York is an ethics-driven design label. We make sustainable cosmetics, fashion, and magic. We give many F's about the quality, innovation, and impact of our products. If you're on my channel, there's a good chance that you either follow State of Kate or Ingrid Nielsen or Hey Khaki, and they have all talked about this brand in depth before. And honestly, it's something I have wanted to try for a really long time, but because they are sustainable in a small business, their shades are not always in stock. So I was kind of waiting for the right time to purchase this. And the reason that I ended up going in recently is because, as you know, I posted a Jones Road review about how I did not like her new foundation. I don't want to talk about it. I literally don't want to talk about it anymore. I feel like it's been talked about to death. But when I posted about it on my Instagram, Ingrid mentioned to me that the Sneaky Balm from Sculpt New York, which is kind of like their answer to a skin tint, might be right up my alley. So when I heard that they had come out with a coverage style product, I bit the bullet and I ended up getting the 4-pan palette. We'll go through all of these, but I do have the Sneaky Balm, a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight, and included was the palette. Also, can we talk about that freaking strawberry pillow? And also look at this. And also look at this. And also look at this. Let me explain. I have this store in my neighborhood that is really cute, that just sells like cute gifts and things. And I went in yesterday for someone's birthday and they had so many strawberry things that I was like, I have to buy them. It seems wrong for me not to buy them. Like, who else would these be for if not me? The pillow is obviously the best thing that they made, but I'm loving everything. This is called a mug rug. So cute. Anyways, if you are interested in learning a little bit about Sculpt New York, you want to see a full face, or you have questions on Sculpt New York as a brand, keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. We talk about makeup, skincare, we do vlogs, we talk about fashion, we do Target stuff, and I would love to have you join. Okay, so first let's talk about how one orders on Sculpt New York. What I did was the build a palette. It really doesn't make sense for you to purchase these individually unless you have a magnetic palette that you plan on putting them in already. The ones that they sell on the website fit the product perfectly, so I just went with the 4-pan palette, and it's called the palette bundle. So you choose a palette, you add 4 shades, and then they give you 20% off because you purchased a bundle. They have a large size that fits up to 8 and the mini fits up to 4, and they consider it all to fit their tints. And then when you are done using a specific pan, you just repurchase that one tint, take the old one out and put the new one in. So again, it is sustainable and it is really nice that all of them fit in this cute little package. I was just thinking about how nice it's going to be to be able to travel with this. Like, to have everything right here like this, that's amazing, especially for vacations. So on the website, they have their Sneaky Balm Hydrating Skin Tint, which we'll talk about, the Lip and Cheek Cream Tint Duos, the Radiant Cream Tint, and the Sculpt Bronze Cream Tint. So I do have one of each of these in this palette, so we're gonna talk about each and every formula. They're obviously all going to be a little different, but what I can tell you off the bat is there is no sunscreen in these products. They are oil-based and they are fragrance-free. So I can't say for sure if they're gonna be great on oily skin yet because I'm going to have to do a wear test. I'm gonna try to do that today. It's a very lightweight formula, very buildable and easy to wear, and because it's so thin, I do think that it might last longer on the skin because it's more like a flush of color than a lot of cream. Before we start, I do want to mention that I'm wearing an SPF today that does have a little bit of coverage in it. This is the Ulta UV Glow SPF 36. This is absolutely gorgeous and no one talks about it. It is unfortunately, I think, only in one shade, which is so annoying, but it does happen to be my shade, so I love it. It's like this beautiful glowy base that gives you a little bit of coverage. I mean, I'm gonna wear this every single day. It's amazing. So I will say it does have a bit of coverage, and I do plan on using the Sneaky Tint to cover some of those areas that I typically would get redness and then go in with a concealer on top of that. So just wanted to preface. The best practices for using the Sneaky Balm, they state that it is worn as a tint and to apply it in light layers and apply a moisturizer beforehand and set lightly with a translucent powder if you have oily skin. Oh, I also wanted to mention that their products are vegan, cruelty-free, and they claim that they are non-comedogenic. So let's find out. I think I'm going to use a brush to apply because I am using this sort of sparingly in specific areas of my face. This is the Japanese concealer brush. It's kind of like a nice domed brush that I feel like will be good to apply this product. I am in shade N11, which I will say the shade range itself could use a little bit of help only because it's not quite light enough. I am one of the lightest shades that they offer, and I would say I, especially right now in the summer, am almost a full medium skin tone. So as you can see, as I'm applying it, it is giving like just the lightest tinge of coverage, but it is really pretty. I mean, really, really pretty. I love that. This is exactly what I would look for in a skin tint, and I actually love that it is so thin and lightweight that you can apply it in specific areas of your face without this line of demarcation that you applied a bunch of product there. I feel like I look really, really shiny in the viewfinder right now. I think it's a mix of the fact that I have Botox and I'm wearing a glowy SPF. I am dealing with a bit of acne up here, so I am going to pop that over it and see how it holds up. I would probably not do this on the daily, to be honest, because there are so many oils in this product that having oil on my acne is not the best feeling, but it's for the sake of the video and seeing how it covers, I'm curious. Well, this is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I love this. I'm gonna try and give you a little bit of a swatch so you can see, because I feel like it just blended into my skin so well that it's gonna be hard for me to show you what that coverage looks like. I mean, it is light. It is a very light coverage, but man, it does the job that it needs to do. It covers the redness on your face while adding a little bit of a sheen. It's just stunning. I love it. And I think I'm probably going to set certain areas of my face because it is tacky, not only from this product, but from the sunscreen that I was wearing. But I'm curious to see if I give it a few minutes, if it's going to set down, because I'd like for it to set down and keep a bit of this glow, but right now it is pretty glowy. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Wow. I'm really impressed. Here is a little bit more of a description. A soft, dewy tint, long lasting for a hydrating skin tint type of formula. Not long lasting compared to a matte finish liquid foundation. Let's say medium lasting. They're chock full of nourishing, hydrating, credit score raising ingredients like pomegranate, jojoba, and grapeseed oil. Contain no nonsense ingredients like talc, fragrance, or mineral oil. They do say that you can set lightly with a translucent powder, so let's go ahead and do that in certain areas of the face. Oh, I haven't applied my concealer yet. Whoops. I use the Neutrogena Creamy Radiant Concealer, which sounds just like the NARS concealer under my eyes. This is really, really beautiful and very affordable if you're looking for a nice summer concealer, and we'll get into that in another video, but I am going to set a little bit of this with a translucent powder and see how it holds up. I just want to get these certain little areas that tend to get very oily very quickly and see how the rest of the products apply over that. And I am using the Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Feathery. Okay, so far, I freaking love this. It is gorgeous and it pairs so well with my SPF. Okay, so next let's talk about the Sculpt Bronze Cream Tint Pro, and I have mine in shade Light Medium. Sheer, blendable, won't clog pores, looks like skin. Do you like to sculpt with your bronzer? Do you like to tan with your bronzer? We've got you, which is me. I don't usually contour, so that sounds right up my alley. Again, we've got vegan, cruelty-free, non-comedogenic, and the same essential ingredients as the Sneaky Balm. You're gonna find that a lot of these are essentially the same style product, but in a different shade. And I'm going in on a BK Beauty brush, the 106. They just sent these to me and I am testing them out. I haven't really tried them yet, so this is going to be a test for two things. And I'm just going to tap this in as I would any other cream bronzer. I am feeling like I kind of do need to swirl in quite a bit to get some color to come up, but these are supposed to be a more sheer product, so that makes sense. And that's beautiful. This is just turning out so beautifully, and I really hope that it wears well and doesn't break me out, because wow, I'm so impressed with the way everything looks right now. Here is a light bronze using light medium. It's beautiful. I'm putting my brush down, it's beautiful. I can't believe I took so long to try these because what I've been missing out on so much. It's very disappointing. Let's give it a little feel test on the face. Yeah, she definitely feels a little tacky, but again, because we're using such a minimal amount of product, it doesn't feel like I have product on. Whereas with the Jones Rose Balm, it felt like I knew there was a layer of makeup on my face. This feels like it's more blended into the skin and it's seamless and thinner in general. Because these are pressed, you're getting a thinner layer each time instead of having a goop's worth. Hashtag it goop's worth. So instead of using a new brush for the blush, I'm just gonna use the same one we did for the bronzer to have a nice even blend. Now this is the Lip and Cheek Cream Tint Pro. I would say this is like their hero product. It's the one they have the most shades in. They make a lot of limited edition colors in their Lip and Cheek cream tints, and I have mine in the shade Rose, I believe. Yes, Rose, which is like a really nice muted mauve-y pink. Very natural. I think it will be great on everyone. I think this would also work on fair skin tones. I would get a darker shade if you are medium to deep. Hydrating but not shiny, the perfect flush of color for people allergic to looking like they tried. Each formula is buttery soft, easy to blend, and offers sheer buildable coverage with a soft skin-like finish. Same ingredient breakdown as prior. Again, vegan, cruelty-free. So let's do it. I really wanted a few other colors in this formula because they have some really cool shades, but a lot of them are sold out, like a lot of the ones. Especially the one I wanted in the shade Spice. You're kidding, is it back in stock? You're kidding. The shade Spice looks right up my alley. It's like this beautiful terracotta brick road red. You already know. I guess it's kind of a good sign to try out a color that I maybe wouldn't normally go for to see if I like it based on the formula and not just the color, you know? Sometimes you try on a blush and you're like, wow, this is my color, and then you don't realize, oh, it actually doesn't look that good, or it didn't last very long. So off the bat, I can tell that this blush has more pigment than the bronzer on the brush. I didn't have to dip in as much to get this pink color payoff. I get comments all the time that I take my blush down too far, but I don't care. I don't care. And I've also been taking my finger in my blushes and just tapping it on the bridge of my nose recently instead of going full force under my eyes and giving myself the W, which is what I usually do. I'm just adding a little bit to the nose to bring that sun-kissed look in, and now I look like Larry the Lobster, but it's fine. Justice for Larry. And now I'm just going in with a clean flat brush to kind of push that into the skin and pick up any extra blush that I happen to put down. I would say this looks like I'm allergic to that I tried. What do you think? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think I could probably go in with a little bit more. I just said I was taking some off. What's wrong with me? Only because we're about to go in with a highlighter and I don't want my blush to go away. I don't need a highlighter. Clearly I don't need a highlighter, but am I gonna use one? Yes. The highlighters are called the Radiant Cream Tint Pro, and I have mine in the shade Beige. I can pop in their offering of colors. They're beautiful across the board. I think there is a shade for everyone. I think Beige is the prettiest for my light medium skin tone. The ultimate highlighter, no chunks, no glitter, just mother effing luminosity, which is right up my alley. Each tint is buttery soft, easy to blend, and offers sheer buildable glow with soft skin-like finish. Sounds great. Sounds just like what I want. And to apply the highlight, I'm using the highlighter brush from Real Techniques. Okay. I definitely don't need a highlight, but why not? Why not? Why not take a crazy chance? Why not do a crazy dance? This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. Over blush, gorgeous, gorgeous girls. Put highlighter all over their eyeballs. I'm going to use my finger to apply. to apply it to my Cupid's bow and nose. That is stunning. That is stunning. Like, is this my new favorite makeup brand? I don't even know what's happening right now. Something insane, something scary. It's scary because every time I like something, it goes away. You're like, okay, Rudi, that's enough slices. But here's the thing. It's not really adding more of a glow than I had before. It's just adding a little bit more of a sheen. In fact, it's almost tempered down that crazy glow I had and just added a bit of a sheen rather than that stripe of glow that I had before. This is stunning. I've never looked better. I've never looked better. I mean, wow. 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 Since this is a lip and cheek combo vibe, let's use it on the lips. I typically don't like products that are for the lips and the cheeks. I don't know, I just find that they usually don't work for both in my opinion, just because I like my lips to be a little bit like, I like my lip products to be a little bit more juicy, and these pressed colors tend to show up a little bit matte on the lips, which sounds weird because obviously it's not matte. And I'm just gonna use my fingers to apply that. Man, I need more shades. I need more. Here's the shade Rose on my lips. Yeah, it's not, I just don't prefer that. I don't like that look. Not that I don't like this look, but one, the shade is too light for me right now because my lips are pretty pigmented, so it washes my lips out a little bit. Here is my real lip color next to the Rose, so I just prefer something to have a little bit more of like a brown in it. Just know that that is an option if you are someone who's more of like a minimalist and you want to be able to use things in multiple ways. You can definitely do that with these. I just own a million lipsticks and want to use them. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I feel great. I feel beautiful. I'm so happy with my purchase. I am absolutely thrilled. Obviously, this is a first impression. I've never tried these products before, so my plan is to put in the comments how this wore for me for the rest of the day. I'm happy to do a wear test on this another time, but in the meantime, I can at least give you an update in the description and in the comments. To say I'm impressed by this would be an understatement. This is perfect for the no makeup person. I think that mature skin would also really love this. Like, I could see myself making a kit like this for my mom for her birthday or for Christmas. Like, I think this could be a beautiful opportunity to try something new, try a new brand, support an indie brand, support a woman-owned brand, and to also just get out of your comfort zone. Try using a product that comes in little pans like this instead of something like in a doe foot or, you know, the typical way that we use our makeup. This was easy, you guys. It was super easy to use and I enjoyed the entire process. I am curious to see how these would work with a sponge versus a brush, but I do feel like with a brush it gave me the best look because these are so sheer and so thin that a brush was gonna help you apply the most, if that makes sense. Using a sponge, I don't know how much actual coverage or color you would get from using a sponge. Also, you can buy these pans individually if you wanna just try one and get yourself a little magnetic pan. You can try any of these individually, and again, if you decide to get the entire kit, you do get 20% off, which I think is pretty neat. It does have a mirror up here as well. That is nice because you can take this on the go. I mean, I'm truly planning on bringing this to vacation next month and like a mascara. I mean, how incredible is that? If you have specific questions on this video, how I wore this look, or other questions about the wear test that I can answer for you down below, don't hesitate to ask. I am so happy. I'm so happy. Speaking of trying things, I can tell you that I did try the Keys Soul Care makeup already just to get a handle on it, and it is nowhere near as good as this. So I'm just saying, it's kind of good I told you guys about this first. Now you can save your coin for something really good. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video really soon. We are doing a full face of beauty pie makeup. I know you guys are gonna have a bunch of questions on that. I was thinking we could do a buy or buy. I haven't done one of those in forever. And then of course, my May favorites and flops. So I will see you guys in the next video really soon.